got to love the fact that we've got some of those big two-strokes out there. And you watch the likes of Kevy Goddard come out of his shell and bring you an awesome Grand Prix type of bike, and a few other festivals of it, including Mr. Graham Crosby and Aaron Slide and others of our heroes that will all be there. You've got to love it. It's exactly as the name says, Moto Fest, a festival of motorcycling at its very best as we launch off the line. I tell you what, Hunter didn't get away to the best of start, so all of a sudden it's Nixon. Can Nixon run with him? At least go for a couple of laps. Nixon's put his wheel in front as we head up the straight. We're bringing up both on 1.5, so they've got similar machinery to go, and I thought it was going to be Nixon for a minute, but I think that's still going to be Hunter to have taken the advantage. So just when Nixon was creeping in front there, Hunter's been able to get him back, but look at that with Nixon right on his tail there at the moment. Their fathers are both former New Zealand Superbike champions. Their fathers are both former Grand Prix champions right here at Ruapuna. That's how cool it is, and don't think you have to be the son of a Grand Prix rider to be a great rider. We've thrown that myth away. Hell, look how good Mitch Rees has done. His father was a rubbish collector in Carwell for many years, so there you go with an update. But anyway, you get the idea. I make a joke of it, but the pedigree is great, but it's not the be-all and end-all. As we get back to our racing, look at that. Again, you glimpse across, you can see the two of them. One's in the shadow of the other, so then it's one, and then it becomes two again as they go. Now look at that, trying to get around the outside as we head through Fulton Hogan, and then we're going to come around to the Christchurch Carousel, still with the advantage, squeezing in front there for Hunter at the moment. Look at the racecraft. Now you've got to go and find Nixon Frost's YouTube video, folks, of his racing here yesterday. It is so good. There's a camera mounted inside the screen, and it's looking back on him, so you see the track all around him, you see the work that he's doing, you see the smile on his face, you see the energy that he enthuses as he gets out there and races a bike. It is beautiful to watch, and to think this is only a school kid at heart. And did you hear that? He thought that kart sport was boring, but he loved kart sport at the time, but now that he's got on a bike, he thinks that kart sport is boring. He knows how much fun he's having out there, so this is pretty darn cool as they rock through the Aon insurance dipper. Thank you, Aon, you are absolutely awesome. What is Aon, folks? It's AON. It's your insurance specialist. Now, a couple of things. First of all, Aon are an insurance broker, so they can put together insurance packages for you, so whether it be your business or for life or, business parts, cars, name it, you can insure it. Bikes, of course, but as well, they actually have their own specialist policy, and I myself have gone to Aon. I've changed just late last year. I thought the amount that they're giving for junior sport, and you might see it, they do rowing, they do swimming, they do tennis, and they luckily do motorcycle sport, and they're all about supporting young people in sport. So, and that's what I like. A lot of other sponsors want to get the glory of big time senior events and the big players of the game, whereas they've come in and said we want to support junior sport. So I thought that's worthy of my dollar, so rather than insure elsewhere, we've gone to Aon, and I'd encourage you to do the same as well. So thanks, Aon, and along with Pirelli. There is no magic like a Pirelli tyre. They are proven, they are number one. When the field, 80% of the entire field use Pirelli, and the other brands fight over the remaining 20%. That's how popular Pirelli are, and that's why they're the best. Proud to sell them at the shop that I work in, and we literally do just put our hand on our heart and tell people these are the best tyre. You want the best tyre? This is the one to go through. Pirelli, power is nothing without control. Brad, look at that again. Hunter, wow, Nixon ran with him earlier on. This is like the Cormac and Jesse show, isn't it, all over again?
Oh, I'm just impressed, Hunter Charlotte, how far he's come. We saw him at Manfield and he got a podium and he was excited about that. We turned up to his home track just over a month later, and absolutely phenomenal. He's absolutely smashing him at the moment, setting personal best every time he goes out on the track, and he wants to go under that sub 2 minute mark. So look out for that. We'll keep an eye on his lap times. This is a big 8-lap race for these guys, so plenty of time for those tyres to warm up, and this race will get quicker and quicker for Hunter as it rolls on. So at the moment, Hunter Charlotte has a 2.2 second lead over Nixon Frost. Go Nixon, doing a good job there in second place. Lucas Guthrie and Kieran Meyer, these guys have had fierce battles all weekend, and this one's shaping up to be a doozy as well. So Lucas in third, ahead of Kieran Meyer in third place, and we're just talking about the pit lane here. The pit lane's open for 60 seconds once the session starts, and these guys needed about 1.2 of that, so they were straight out there. Just the enthusiasm and excitement of the youngsters to go racing on their motorcycles, and you talk to them on the podium, and the smiles are on the face, and the most fun they can have on a weekend is just to go and ride my motorbike. This is something special, and it's also a New Zealand Grand Prix title up for grabs. Will it be Hunter Charlotte? Will it be one of the others? As we've got a 2:0:08, that's the quickest we've ever seen Hunter go around here, and he is 8/100ths of a second from that magic post 2-minute mark around his beloved home track of Ruapuna. This is exciting stuff for Supersport 150.
Now remembering, of course, you've got a lightweight bike and you put a lightweight rider on it. We're talking about a kid as well. This is a class that is not just a kid's class. It just happens to be 4 kids that are in it. You know, because adults generally find that they're putting too much of a weight on a bigger bike. So there's not many adults that would choose a 1.5. The more importantly, they would probably choose a 300 as they should do. So what it does is left the class open for these young guns. These are still only kids, but luckily they've got proper leathers and boots and helmets and riding gear to ensure that they're as safe as any of the adults that are out on the track as well. And with only 4 of them on the racetrack, hell, it's not as if they're in any thick traffic. It's not as if they've got to do any demon braking to get out of the way of the other riders. So they've got a very safe course of action out there to enjoy this class. So let's go with them. We probably open it up a little bit. We have done it during the day. So we go a 1, a big gap to 2, an even bigger gap to 3, a lesser gap to 4, but after all they are still gaps. And it's the 3 Yamaha R15s that lead the field with the little Gixxer 150 in the hands of Kieran Meir, who is back there in the 3rd place. And as rightfully picked up before, of course, the fact that you know, the Meir family themselves have been a lengthy involvement in our motorcycle sport, and well done for them for making a commitment, and for the fact that Kieran as well, of course, has been riding on the TSS Motorcycles supported KTM 390 in the 300 class. So he's actually a double classer here today, and this is his lesser class by bike size and power. So watching out. We can see Angela with the pit board down here, so she's going to be telling just what's going on. Be interesting to see what's on that board from the point of view of is it a free lunch tomorrow, or I'll take you to the pictures, or there's McDonald's for tea. Not quite sure what's on it. Doesn't really matter, does it? But more importantly, the communication and the understanding of what's being said for these kids. Maybe it's their time. Is it their time that's going to go up there that really gives the influence that you know, they can get an idea. They know that they want to crack that too. And also for the fact that they've gone, it's 200.064, so we're only 64 1,000ths of a second away from cracking the 200, and an average speed of 103.193 kilometres per hour. That's the average speed. So think along the straight here, they've got to be doing 130 easy, because there's other corners where they're slowing down to 40 or 50. So it is on here for these super kids in racing.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. So Hunter, Charlotte and Nixon Frost, 1 and 2 in the race, and excited to follow these guys' campaign. Look out for them on social media, because they are going to represent New Zealand in what's called the OJC, the Oceania Junior Cup, as part of the Australian Superbike Championship. So we're going to look out with them with open eyes, and can't wait. That's going to be exciting. Also, shout out to Hayden Fordyce. He's riding on his D6 Motorsport 300 here. He's the 3rd one that's going to represent New Zealand as well. So great to have 3 young Kiwis flying the flag in the OJC, the Oceania Junior Cup. So look out for that one there, and follow with open eyes. It's going to be pretty good.
Hey, and if everybody out there, you know, even if you've got a team already, if you're racing, you've got you've got 20 bucks in it, you'll do yourselves the justice, folks, and you'll realise where you need to put your money in. Go and make sure you throw 20 bucks to the Team Charlotte and any of those riders for that matter, and make sure we can get them overseas. Make it easy on them. They had a fundraising food barbecue here last night, so that was one of the ways to raise money. But you know, you don't have to have a reward. There'll just be the self-satisfaction out of supporting these great kids to say, well, nobody supported me, or I can put my money to other causes. But is there one as promising as seeing our kids compete overseas? It gives you so much more warmth and passion about it. Then you can get on the Facebook page, and you know, for all the results they've achieved, you can honestly put your hand on heart and say you helped make that pass. So come on, everybody, don't matter whether you're motorcycling Canterbury or anybody else, get your money out of your pocket and put it on the line. And here's the 3 that Brad's talked about: Hayden, this man Hunter, and second place Nixon. They're going for the OJC. Let's get him behind them.
All right, a 2-minute .233, so 2/10 off that magic mark. He's had a 2-minute 0.08 is his fastest lap. It's an average speed of 103.1, so we're still not breaking that magic mark, but if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be Hunter. He's halfway through this race, 4 laps to go, and this is a New Zealand Grand Prix title up for grabs for one of these youngsters out there. We've got Hunter and Nixon still 1 and 2. There's 11.5 seconds between them, and then we go back to that enthralling battle for the podium, and you'll need the next 4 laps to work out who's going to come home in 3rd place. At the moment, Lucas leads narrowly over Kieran Meir, so those 2 boys, hammer and tongs. It's pretty cool. Supersport 150, we've absolutely loved it this weekend.
Speaking about 20 bucks, folks, another 20 for that KTM raffle, courtesy of the Bears, raising funds towards the awesome Sound of Thunder, the 40th anniversary event here at Ruapuna coming up in February. The raffle will be drawn under police supervision, 7 p.m. on the 22nd of February. Tells you all about how the money's drawn and the licence approval number of the lottery itself, and done under their proper internal affairs. It's all legit. It's in fact more legit than I've seen for many other tickets. Shows you when the raffle will be broadcast as well for the result. So hey, check it out. It's an awesome opportunity. So that is the KTM 390. It's worth a ticket, I tell you what, because I'd love the bike. I really would, mate. That would be so awesome. That would make commuting to work a whole lot more fun. That'd be a little bit better than my Aprilia 125 that I've got on the road at the moment. A 390 would be something awesome. So check it out, the RC 390 and the Bears raffle for just $20 a ticket. Brad, looking out there again. Hunter going. Is he going to crack that home? It's very hard to do a lap record, isn't it? Because, you know, what's his incentive? What's the push along? You know, if he was having a battle and a dice up close, you might think of doing it. But, hey, Hunter's almost. Wouldn't you love it? It's only 0.008 away to crack the 200. Like, we just want a 199.999, don't we?
Absolutely, yeah. He's going to have a look at this time here when he crosses the line. It's going to be the 159.861. He's done it, you beauty. Absolutely brilliant. Hunter Charlotte goes under the magic 2-minute mark, and that's quick around here. So lap record from Corn Buchanan, a 159.061. So 0.8 of a second off lap record pace. That's going to be fantastic. And also shout out Nixon Frost. He's getting quicker and quicker as well. A 2:02.5. That was his quickest lap of the weekend there. So getting excited.
Yeah, looking out as we're going for it here at the moment. So keen to watch, and our battle going on now. So it is Hunter, Nixon, Lucas and Kieran. I'm sure our audience out there has dropped off. I know the crowd significantly dropped off here at the track, and you know, why not? People have got other things in their lives. It's just we're delighted that you made the commitment to be with us here today, and we thank you very much. For the audience out there, maybe somewhere if you've got your lawns mowed, maybe a bit of gardening done, you've been in the shed working on your bike, you've done your laundry work, we don't mind what it is. Thank you for sparing the time to come and join us. The Al Crawfords, the Chris Costellos, the Heath Bodicas, just some of those we've heard, and I'm sure there's been others as well. And remember to follow it all the way through. Just go to MNZ site or NZSBK, find out the dates of those other events, go and put them up in your diary. No, now you don't have to be here, let alone the fact to get our audio. You're getting to watch on Ctas as well. Just how cool is that? And when you've got the a Facebook page, of course, it automatically then gives you the link, so it's cheating because you don't have to retype it into your computer. You can just go straight on. And remember, when you're out and about, you can even watch it in the palm of your hand on your smartphone. So we're loving it, and thanks to Ctas. That's Grant and Joseph who've been doing the filming for us, and they do an awesome job. Two guys, folks, do all of that work to give us the visual of what we're adding the audio to. So we're really appreciative. It's just been a revolution for us. There's no way we could afford to have the comprehensive television coverage that we'd love to see. Don't get us wrong. You know, you could say, well, how cool would it be? But we just haven't got that ability. So this is quality, yet we have it at an affordable price. So good on you guys, we really appreciate it. And Grant, you've made a real niche in the market here, man. They love him. For example, Auckland Rugby League, he's filmed entire seasons of Auckland Rugby League, that's the name, but one of the sports that he's done, jet sprints and others he's been part of, so plenty that he's put on his CV for quality Ctas filming. He's actually got a text and audio technology business anyway, so maybe if it's a bulk texting system that you would like for your customers, he'll be the man to see. Are we going for it, Brad? Are we going for it?
Checkered flag is out, so we must have this race shortened to a 6 lap. We had 6 lappers all weekend, we had the 8 lap scheduled, but the checkered flag's out, so well done. I believe that's a New Zealand Grand Prix title for Hunter Charlotte. We missed it, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen, but we thought we were in for an 8 lap race. That's going to be a fantastic performance for them. So Hunter Charlotte wins ahead of Dixon Frost. We've got the battle for third coming around out of the sweeper, so this is on here. We've had it all happen in front of us, so we've got it going on. We're not sure exactly what's happening here as we get excited. Hunter Charlotte, Nixon Frost, we've got Lucas Guthrie and Kieran Meir as we have a look at, now we've got the white flag out, so we've got the white flag now, and we've got maybe 1 lap to go. I'm not sure what's going on here, but we're going to keep going. Maybe we're still in this one. We've still got the New Zealand Grand Prix up for grabs. We'll try and keep up with it. It's late in the day, so 2 minutes to 5 o'clock local time. They're still going on race pace, so I think the boys are still on the pace, but getting excited. So we might be a little bit premature on giving Hunter the Grand Prix title, but we're excited nonetheless.
There's 2 laps ago. It's not even last lap brought up there, Brad. So I think there was confusion in the box. I think people thought it was 6 as I did, but then it was actually 8, and they accidentally went out at the 6 mark, and luckily it's still the 8 is exactly as you'd said originally.
All right, so let's have a look at this one here, because Hunter Charlotte coming out of the final corner, potentially with the white flag in his sight. So let's have a look at this one here. He is your race leader and the white flag. So this is all that matters here. The white flag's out. We're racing hard as we go with Hunter Charlotte. White flag now. Final lap of the New Zealand Grand Prix for Supersport 150 racing. And we've had it all on here. He's got under that 2-minute mark. Not that time around. There was a 2-minute .146, but he has the magic 159.8. So well done to him. And capping off a fabulous weekend. He's had 2 wins already. He's 1 lap away from a New Zealand Grand Prix title. We've got Nixon Frost there. He's 21 seconds back in second place, but he's done a magical job all weekend to go with a couple of podium finishes at Manfield at round number 1. These guys are going to be actually pretty exciting when we go to Teretonga. It's a great track for these little bikes. A lot of flowing, sweeping corners and a brilliant bit of excitement. So look out for these guys. We can't wait to see them at Teretonga in a week's time. We've got 3 races for them as part of round 4 of the New Zealand Superbike Championship. We're on the final lap of this one here. It's Supersport 150, the New Zealand Grand Prix title, the last official Grand Prix title to give away today. We've got a support race for 250 production and Supersport lightweight. That won't be an official New Zealand Grand Prix, but the third weekend the third race on Grand Prix weekend, we'll call it the Grand Prix nonetheless, as we get out of the final corner for the battle for third place in this race. So they have now 1 lap to go. The white flag's waving for Lucas Guthrie there. He's going to have 1 lap to hang on and looking sharp for a 3 NZ as far as Supersport 150. There's Kieran Mears. Shout out to Kieran. He's battled hard all day on that slightly underpowered Jigsaw. Consistent lap times and some hard charging, double classing as well. So that's a testament to the young man's testament and character. But let's start getting excited because the local hometown hero has just turned it on this weekend. We saw him on the podium for the first time in Supersport 150 racing. That was in Manfield at round number 2 of this championship. And then we've turned him here in his home track out of the turn 10 sweeper. He's had 2 wins so far this weekend. The checkered flag is waving. It's been all on here, but this is going to be something special. A New Zealand Grand Prix title for Hunter Charlotte, new beauty. And he's loving it, absolutely ecstatic. And more importantly for him and his personal accolades, a sub 2-minute lap time. So a 159.861 and absolutely fantastic. Let's celebrate second NZ in New Zealand Grand Prix racing. He's out of the turn 10 sweeper now and he's got the front straight to negotiate. This is going to be the 99 of Nixon Frost. Let's hear it for this young man. Brilliant stuff. And he'll come home second in the New Zealand Grand Prix Championship, so that's fantastic. And then we move our attention to third place in the Supersport 150 Grand Prix. Lucas Guthrie's got half a lap to hang on to that one there. And looking out for Kieran Mears, the only one who can spoil the party there, as 1 and 2 have come home. We've got half a lap to see who comes home in third. It's been a pretty eventful day here at Mike Pero Motorsport Park, but coming to a feature finish. The last of our official New Zealand Grand Prix titles to give away. We've got our final race on the card coming up next, 250 production, as well as our Supersport lightweight. Their third and final race on Grand Prix weekend is going to be just as exciting as the other 2, you'd have to think, as we get excited for this one. Thank you for sticking around. We've got a good crowd still hanging in there. And also, welcome to the prize giving as well. Just don't forget you can come and join us for the prize giving. It's an open invitation, and we'd love to see you down there. We're going to give away our trophies for New Zealand Grand Prix racing, and there's some illustrious names on those trophies. So some of the history and excitement about New Zealand road racing on display at the prize giving. You're more than welcome to join us at the commencement of racing. But it's going to be exciting. The number 34 is down the front straight. Checkered flag waving, and it's going to be 3 NZ in New Zealand Grand Prix racing for Lucas Guthrie. Well done to him. And then coming on in 4th place, that's going to be Kieran Mears on the number 15 for TSS Motorcycles and Motor Academy. Well done to him. And thank you for joining us. Absolutely brilliant. That is the NV Motorcycles leaderboard wrap up. Hunter Charlotte's going to win the New Zealand Grand Prix for Supersport 150. And then it's going to go to Nixon Frost in 2nd place. Lucas Guthrie is going to round off the podium. And to 4th place to Kieran Mears. We're going to cross down to Neil, who's going to have our Supersport 150 podium celebrations. And we're going to go and get excited about the New Zealand Grand Prix champion, Hunter Charlotte. Let's cross down to Neil.
Well, we might have a bit of background noise when these bikes roar away for their final rest because they're here on the dummy grid, which is where we are for our presentation. We're just here waiting at the moment for our third place, remembering quite a way behind our first and second. But hey, we might, I think before this roar goes, we'll just try and get some of the interview in. So we might see if we can get our interviews in here because we've still haven't got third at the moment. Already we've got Hunter here having a chat at the moment to Nixon. He's been pretty impressive, so loving that new helmet as well. Congratulations, Nixon, number 2 NZ today for the Grand Prix. Pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's real fun racing out here with Hunter and all my friends on the 150.
Yeah, certainly good. How's the track today?
Track, it's awesome. Way better than yesterday. I like it when it's dry,
Yeah, way better in the warm, all right. What do you think your learnings? What did you take out of today? What did you get better at?
I definitely got better, way better at my corner handling, leaning over, hitting on the throttle earlier. Just got way better at all my track skills.
Right, hey, you're going to head back across to Australia this year, hopefully with the OJC. It's all looking positive.
Yeah, I can't wait to head over to Australia early February with Hunter and Hayden. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait.
Yeah, excellent. Congratulations. That is superb. So well done. We did our second before we did third because we were there, and we just know that class is going to come round. We're hopefully going to catch Lucas before we get over to Hunter. Look, I'll tell you what, Hunter's lucky. He's got a real brolly girl here today. This is lovely to see. First of all, Lucas, as we get the cap on in time, how's the race?
It was really good, yeah.
Right, hey, you've got to work with Kieran out there, don't you?
Yeah, definitely.
Right, is there any parts of the track where you think he can sort of try and get you back? Is there a bit of a weakness for you, or you feel strong all around it? What's the track like?
It was pretty difficult around the hairpin where he catches up on me.
Okay, yeah, the lightweight little bike and the ability to turn around, so something special. What are your takings? What have you learnt the most this weekend?
Just to stay calm and focused, yeah.
Coming to Invercargill next weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be awesome, won't it? You been to Teretonga before?
Yes.
Right. How do you like that track?
Yeah.
Better than this one?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Say that be your own track. Hey, we look forward to seeing you. Have a great week, mate. We'll see you there next weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you. No, thank you. Indeed, Lucas, number 34. How about that? The Get Off My Moto bike. And here we are with... that's a smile. That's better. I saw the smile. Keeping the straight face. You broke it, mate. 1:59.861 under that 2-minute mark. How does it feel?
Oh, it feels real great, yeah.
Doing the hard yards, is it paying off?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Hey, Nixon was saying before, you guys are going to head over to Australia in February. You might have to miss some school.
Yeah.
Hey, are you smiling about that?
Yeah.
Is that the ultimate school to go to, you reckon, a motorcycle racing riding school?
Yeah, it's way much more better than school.
Yeah, way much more better. Yeah, exactly. Good way to feel. What do you think you've learnt the most out of this weekend, Hunter?
I don't know actually. Maybe the tuck, because I've just been learning it this morning. This morning and other in Manfield too. So.
Yeah. So how do you think you've improved so much?
I don't know really.
All right. Any people you want to thank for the weekend?
Mum and Dad. Well, I don't. Yes.
Everybody. Hey, well done. Congratulations, mate. You've got a Grand Prix title to your name. It's building up towards your national title. So go hard. You're going very well. Good on you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well done. There we go. Thank you indeed. There we are. What super kids we've had. They're right here with Lucas, with Nixon, and now here with Hunter as well. We've got our final race, folks. It's on the line now.